yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. For your love with a cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Feet in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces on the pavement. I wanna make greatness look complacent. Adrenaline awakened, I can taste it. We can make an impact, grab it, then take it. Like a disease, bring them to their knees. Pain for their disease. Just like a weed, spread into the streets. It's time to make them bleed. 'Cause we just want retribution. Let's go light up the darkness. Make true of an empty promise. Flip cards into weak and harmless. Take to the streets and turn them to a mosh pit. 'Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Like a disease, bring them to their knees. They pay for their disease. Just like a weed, spread into the streets. It's time to make them bleed.
This video is brought to you by 9% and powered by Petty Vision Productions. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Lego! I ain't here to wake nobody up. I'm here to unplug you.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding. From the words I spit, so sharp, so freezing. So cold, behold, frostbite they feeling. I could tear you apart or I could go heal them. Don't believe in fate, don't believe in ceilings. I just need a taste and my mind starts feeling. I don't pace myself, I grind on kneeling. God.
What up, though? It's the word. You see the title. We're going to talk about it. But first, well, ain't nobody in the chat. What up, man? I just popped on for a quick minute. Happy Father's Day. I had a wonderful Father's Day. I had a wonderful weekend. Went to the carnival Saturday. Went to the beach. Dolly, what up, though? Appreciate you. Appreciate you, Dolly. We went to the carnival Saturday. The kids are, going crazy. Happy. Then we went to the beach today. Almost got arrested on Father's Day. Little kid tried to steal my baby toys. And then the parents got a little rude. So, things happen, but nothing happened because I'm still here. Dee, what up, though? The subscribe, appreciate you, Rahan. Is it Rahan? Appreciate you. Yeah, I just popped in. I was gonna do a show tonight. I'm gonna do it tomorrow because I didn't get a chance to come on until late. I don't pop up until the family is relaxed and I got time. Family first, man. I always put family first. And today being Father's Day, I thought I was supposed to relax. Daddy was putting the work in. But I enjoyed my family, enjoyed my kids, enjoyed my wife. So, that's what it's about. That's us dads, our day is everybody day. You know, that's what our day is. Our day is everybody day. You know, so I did get some cool gifts. So I got a shirt to say Top Dad, like the Top Gun logo. So that's kind of dope. But yeah, I just wanted to come on, uh, touch bases with the people, and do a little rant. I am gonna rant for a minute. Probably should have went on petty vision, but I'm gonna be petty over here. This being Father's Day. I seen some stuff and it was like, wow. You know, but we're gonna talk about that in a minute. How was y'all day? Did y'all recognize the fathers in your life? If it's your father, your husband, your significant other, your brother, your cousin. If you got good men in your life and they're good dads, show them a little appreciation. Make sure they feel the love. Make sure they feel the love. Don't get recognized too often. There's the perception of a father is in today's society. I think the perception is diminished. Like Gary said, the negative always is louder than the positive, right? We notice that, but like I be hearing people say, "Oh yeah, what's the significance of the dad role? The dad just go to work and like, nah, man, I'm a real dad. I'm really in the trenches with my kids, right? I rear my kids. My kids with me more than anything or anybody. They always under me. And yeah, it's a lot to do with my condition. I lost my sight. I'm limited. I'm disabled legally. But I'm with my kids. Always been like that though. Before I even got disabled, my son was always with me. My first child I didn't have until I was 36, and it was a boy. So thanks, Commander. What up, Nine? Appreciate you, sis. My first child was a boy, and I had him when I was older. And I didn't grow up with my father right there, so that was very important for me, to be or to give my child everything I didn't have, because I seen how important it was. And even though I didn't have it, I came out okay. But that's not everyone don't come out like me. So, like in the statistic, I'd be the low percentage of success. If you look at statistics with males not growing up with their father, I'd be in the low percentage of the success. So I understand how important it is. So, I make sure I'm there for my son. I'm teaching my son emotional responsibility right now. Teaching him about his emotions, understanding that he's responsible for them. Even if he's upset, he's responsible for what he does when he's upset. Teaching, he's 4 years old. So I'm teaching him stuff like that. Young Riaz, what up, though? 4 years old. So I'm teaching him stuff like that. So yeah, shout out to all the fathers, man. Shout out to all the fathers. But the little rant I wanted to do, and it's my fault, right? It's my fault. Because I've been on here watching stuff I don't need to watch. To be honest, that's what it was. And watching some of this stuff, I'm a little triggered, man. I feel some type of way. Ooh, excuse me. And I guess because the things that I've seen kind of go against what, I've been talking about on here. It's so many. I just understood red pill, but I didn't understand the different levels. And that's what I'm going to call it. You got different levels of red pill. It's not factions or no, it's literally different levels of red pillism. That's what I'm gonna call it, red pillism. And then it's the females too, like Queen Maker. Shout out to her, man. I ain't trying to hate on nobody. Everybody got their own little hustle, what they do on here, what they believe in, whatever you want to call it. But anything speaking division between men and women, that's unnatural. Anything putting one above the other one, I'm just telling y'all things that you can observe for yourself. They get these great debates. Who's the value, the woman or the man? Like, how is people even debating this? Who's more valuable? Well, guess what? The value holds in the person who values it. So if you talk to me and my wife, right? I asked my wife, I said, who's more valuable in our relationship? She said, you. And if you ask me, I'm going to tell you my wife. See, we hold value with one another. Her value is valuable to me. My value is valuable to her. You come in my household and try to tell my wife she the prize. And you see what she said. She probably will cuss you out because you don't know her husband. You come in my household and tell me I'm the prize, I'm going to cuss you out. See, I'm valuable to my wife and my wife is valuable to me. So who's more valuable? Usually people who say that single. I'm going to be a little petty. I'm going to be a little petty because that's how it works. You only seek value in things you want. So if you ain't want it, of course you're going to be valuable to yourself, but you're not valuable to nobody else. So like a lot of these little man-women arguments, only thing y'all got to do is stop and listen to the actual argument because they asinine. They all sound stupid. The show I was going to do was Are Man Capable of Love? Like I said, no disrespect to this lady Queen Maker. I'm gonna be serious because y'all know I be joking and being petty. And I don't, if I ever do get her attention, I don't want her to listen back and be like, he hated me the whole time or he did. Nah, I just think a lot of stuff you say, I don't know what it is, honestly. I'm just being real. Now this is my honest opinion because I don't want to put no jacket on nobody. I don't be knowing what's real and what's not real on here. Like social media. Like if people is this if people in roles, is this they whole, stick or is they serious? Like because I don't know. I don't know. I mean people, I write books, I do this. A lot of people do a lot of things. Everybody thought Alex Jones was real until he went to court and had it and had to swear on that Bible. Then he was like, "Nah, I was just joking. Nah, I was this, I was that. Nah." Up until he had to put his hand on that Bible, everybody thought everything he said was real. Everything he said, they thought he meant that. When Alex Jones had to put his hand on that Bible, he told you, "Hey, man, look, I'm a hustler. I'm trying to make this money." That's basically what he said. That's what I'm saying. I don't be knowing what's fake and what's real. Because like some of the stuff you hear, like this lady literally said, men are incapable of love. Like what? Like a man can't love nothing? Like are you like when people say stuff like that, and y'all know I shout out to Tage, man. Let me put some respect on her name before I start going in on her and she come out the bushes and get at me. But hey, I was like, this lady can't be serious. She feel well. Some of the stuff she say, man. Look, it's some truth in all lives, and there's some truth in everyone's narrative. That's why it sounds good. That's why it resonate. That's why people stop and listen to it because there is some truth in that. Especially think about this, man. If you've been hurt by men in your life, right? You've been hurt. If they took advantage of you, you know, and you hear somebody say men are incapable of love, you know what that's gonna do? That's gonna make you say, "Yep, I know," because they never loved no matter what I did. This man will not love me, and this is why that's dangerous, right? One, because it's a lie, but two, you actually have women think that men are incapable of love. And she got proof because she experienced some stuff, right? She experienced this lack of love for men. Right? And maybe a couple men in her life showed her a little different, but guess what? That pain hurts worse. Especially if she lonely. Now she hearing men are incapable of love. She could be like, you right. Instead of telling her, like, look, you learn from all those mistakes. There was some bad men you dealt with. Yeah, they treated you bad. Right? But you gotta learn from that. That was the wrong type of man. Because if you don't, you'll stay in that same cycle and keep choosing the same losers. But it ain't the losers' fault. They just being losers. I had to realize that so quick, man. Like, hold on, man. These people did me wrong, right? But they was just being themselves. That's just who they are. They just fucked up, right? I need to stop dealing with people like this. I just stopped dealing with people like that. No matter what level it was, if it was romantic, if it was friends, if it was business, motherfuckers like I can't deal with no more. And you create standards. That's how you create a standard, man. Like people talking about boundaries. I know what I say. Fuck boundaries. We create standards. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. These boundaries are good in certain places. Is your PFP, the CCC? Man, I don't know what the PFP. I don't Ghost 11. Look, man, I ain't trying to figure out no text talk. You gotta keep it 100 with me right now. I am half asleep. Right? It's a quick pop up. I don't know what a PFP is. And if I do, I ain't trying to think about a PFP. Commander, what's a PFP in CCs? I ain't got time for it right now. I ain't got time for it. You will get sleepy word. I don't know. I'm trying to drink coffee. Goes? Yeah, make it snappy, bro. This is not a subject night. I mean, peanut butter petty time is all day, every day. All right. You've been warned, Ghost. You've been warned. If I get the clowning, bro, it's your fault. Anyway, if I was so poke fun at people, is that what PFP mean? Nah, I don't know, man. Them people coming in talking about poke stuff, they weird. I ain't trusting that. Oh, you just made that up? I don't know. See, this is why I was teaching y'all about donkey punching. This is why I was teaching y'all about white dragon because people like Ghost come in here and put weird stuff in here. Now, imagine somebody came in here and said, "Can I donkey punch you?" Y'all don't know what they talking about because of word. So you welcome again. But yeah. If I was so rudely interrupted, yeah, Ghost, good job. You threw me off. That's what you was trying to do. This is just a rant night anyway. So anyway, so anybody trying to separate men and women, I'm not trying to find better ways for men to understand women and women to understand men. They're a distraction, and I think it's a hustle. Oh, I was talking about old girl. So I don't know what her stitch is, right? If she's serious or not. But if she's serious and she talking about men can't love men, and it's like, I mean, no. If she talking about man can't love in general, she right. If she talking about man can't love man, yeah. But anyway, um, but if she if she talking about men can't are incapable of loving, then uh, I ain't gonna make no petty joke about her. But it's like, Tay want me. Oh, you need to debate her. I ain't debating that lady. That shit sound crazy. Like, and it's just gonna be a bunch of talk while men, and it just don't make sense. Like, y'all women out there, right? Women, not even men. I can speak for men, but y'all women out there, you telling me you ain't got a daddy, you ain't got an uncle, you ain't never had a man in your life love you. Now, I'm just being honest. Some people haven't, right? I don't know her. I don't know her story. but I know some people haven't. So she may really feel like that because she hasn't experienced love from a man, right? She may have never experienced that, but that don't mean other people haven't. And you using science to tell me how men's behavior is. Um, I'm not even gonna break down science, but just that's flawed, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because first of all, individuality. Second of all, you can't use science to talk about behavior when science tells you how behavior can be nurtured. Science tells you that the environmental stimulus. You can train a dog to go fetch a stick. That's training. But what about natural learning? That's what we do as humans. That's what makes us different from animals. We can choose to do stuff. We have a conscious choice. Right? We got a conscious choice. So a lot of that nature and biology talk is trash. Some of it is factual. I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, um, a lot of it is factual. A lot of what she said. I mean, and is in the context she said it and make it a fallacy. Like saying only thing men genetically are geared for is, to want to have sex. If that's the case, kids will be coming out the womb trying to have sex naturally. Kids don't even start mimicking that. They don't do it naturally. They mimic it because they see it. They see somebody else humping or doing something, and that's when kids start doing it. They don't do it naturally, like wanting to have sex. I've never observed no kids naturally trying to have sex. It's all taught and learned behavior. So, I mean, even that is like, come on now, man. This is my thing. And this happens on the internet. And this is kind of why I don't even be wanting to deal with like people like her because it'll be a battle instead of an open discussion like us. I don't know. I'm not gonna put no jacket on her like that. I mean, maybe me and her could have a conversation, but not her. But a lot of other people on YouTube, they try to build themselves up by tearing somebody else down. That shit weird to me. Because after you tear that person down and build yourself up, to get to the next level, you have to find somebody else to tear down and build. And that's what they do. People base their whole YouTube careers on criticizing and exposing and all. I'm straight. Like the dude she was battling, I wanted to talk to him, and the more I heard him talk, I'm like, I'm straight. I can never. Nah, I'm straight. It's like when people come on here, and it's one thing, Josh, what up, though? It's one thing to have accomplishments in life, right? It's nothing wrong with accomplishing things in life, but it's another thing to use your accomplishments to try to make people feel bad. Like when I see people do that, and it's like, damn, is that why you went and achieved that just so you can laugh at other people who didn't? So you can shit on other people. That's like people like that. That's how they had no significance before they had that. A lot of people, you know, some people never had the attention, never had the validation until they got that degree, until they got that, um, job, whatever accomplishment or materials or status they achieve to try to flex on people that they're not used to it. Because people who are used to things, they don't have to make other people feel bad because they ain't accomplished it. You know, this dude on here flexing on people because he went to a top 3 college. Yeah, so what? What did like look? And my sister is a doctor, right? From the University of Michigan, a good school. You know, she got her PhD in psychology and education. Bust her ass. Took her, it takes time to obtain a PhD, but she did it. So I'm not shitting on people with degrees, right? But when people flex on people, then you got to tell them the truth, And like I said, I'm not shitting on people with degrees because it takes a lot of dedication, takes a lot of discipline, and you got to be smart, you know. But at the end of the day, for me, it just showed me everything that I just said. It showed me everything I say. You're dedicated, you're smart, you have discipline, to obtain someone's information. And it's institutionalized. At the end of the day, when it comes to any type of school, you got to regurgitate what they're giving you. If you don't, then you don't get the paper. But when people try to flex on you because they got a degree, don't feel bad. Because they know what that degree is. That's it. Some people who get degrees, not all, but some of them never really experienced life. See, my sister, she had to because she was my sister. So she been through the ringer, right? Right with me. You know. She grew up in the houses, our house got shot up a couple times. She was right there. She was there when I got stabbed, leaking, bleeding, fucked up, about to die. She was there. She was there when a mob of people tried to rush the crib. She been through some stuff. But a lot of people don't experience life with those degrees. Then they get out of school and all they got is school. They ain't got real life experience. That's why even some job, people be getting out of school mad as hell. Go to school for 8 to 10 years and come out and the job tell you, well, they want people with experience. Like, hold on, man, what I just been doing for 8 to 10 years? But we gonna talk about that. I'm gonna do a show next week about value. We're gonna talk about value because what this society values now is materials. Who got the most money? Who got the most degrees? Who got the boats? Who got the cars? Who got his material? And that's what made things valuable. But we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. But yeah, don't stop letting people flex on y'all with education. And so what? That's all the stuff they got. I mean, this dude was talking about, well, you this and that because you started school and didn't finish. How you gonna tell somebody why they started school and didn't finish? And you gonna say that you can tell a lot about them because they started school and didn't finish? There's a lot of reasons why some people might have woke up in the middle of school like this shit ain't for me. A lot of millionaires who never finished high school. That just shows how shallow some people are, man. To be so quick and eager to judge someone without knowing their circumstances or situation. There's different levels of intellect. And society, what up, Northwest? Appreciate you, brother. In society, I think the social IQ of society is very low. Even when people have social norm of IQ in today's society is very low. People don't even try to relate. People, I don't know, bro. And it's like, look, man, it's so many. Look, it's so easy to read people on here. Let me give y'all some sauce, man. Um, ain't nobody about nothing in real life. Ain't nobody about life like a good person in life about to come on here and shit on people. They ain't gonna find no reason to do it. They gonna try to avoid it. You know, people who do that, they be angry in real life, man. And they come on here and release that energy. Ain't nobody about nothing in life that go come on here and just start downing a total stranger, trying to make people feel bad for their circumstances in life. You actually got to start looking at the character of a person, right? Look at a person's character. If a person is trying to do right, you can't. Everybody ain't gonna do right all the time, right? Everything ain't gonna work out. Like if I'm dealing with a chat, it's just 6 people in here, right? I can do something and 5 people will be happy, but somebody will be unhappy, right? So I can't do right by everybody. I really can't. Even if I try, somebody will be unhappy for something, right? That's just how it is. Right? I'm not talking about that. There's people coming on here with the intention. Look at a person's intention to hurt people, to make people feel bad, to belittle people, to take advantage of people. There's people that come on here for that. Right? So you just gotta look at behavior, man. Look at a person's intention. People will justify, they will wait. Sometimes they create a situation. You know, a person will create a situation so they can either take something out on somebody or play the victim. People create situations for no reason. Something small turn to something big. You see it in real life. So imagine what they do on here. That'll happen. That's why I said, like, I ain't even want to put that lady name in the title. I told Tay I'd do it when I do that show. So I'm going to do it that one time. But I'm going to leave her. Uh, yeah. But I'm going to be, I'm not going to be petty towards that lady. Because I, like I said, I'm not here to judge her. You know, that's the stuff she believes is cool. But I mean, if you call yourself like a thought leader, like I feel you're responsible. Like even when I come on here, right? I don't tell y'all if y'all do this in 90 days, you gonna get this result, or if you don't do, I don't do none of the fear mongering thing. I ain't telling you about to die, the world about to end, none of that. I'm not even telling you this. I always tell you this shit ain't easy. Took me 15 years. I'm still working on me. It's a constant process. I tell you that it takes work, but you got to start. I tell you that all the time. I only give you different ways. I offer different ways. There's people out here that say you suffer because you don't think like them. Like what? The reason people would be a lot better off if you think. If I told y'all that, how would y'all feel? You'll be a lot better off if you think like me. Because I got money, I got cars, I got the life you want. So if you do what I say, that shit sound like a hustle. That shit sound like when people say stuff like that, I'd be like, man, you sound stupid. You know, circumstances and situations is different for everybody. You can do exactly what I say. Right now, if I did something to make $1 million and I told 100 people how to do it, none of y'all would probably make the $1 million that I made doing what I did. Because my circumstances and situations probably different from y'all. Maybe I caught something at a hot time and it just popped for me. Like my shorts. I caught it at a hot time and it popped off. I know 3 other people used the same short. Nothing happened. They ain't even get one of them ain't even get 100 views. Mine got over 11 million. You know, so only thing I can do is give you information that you probably wasn't aware of, and you can apply it yourself and see if it works. I don't never tell y'all no magic rainbow shit that you can't do. I never do that. See, I understand even telling y'all anything is a responsibility. You know why? I don't have to live with the results. Whatever I tell you to do and you go do it, I don't have to live with the results. So if I tell you something or mention something or bring something to your attention, I have to be responsible for it. People don't care about that shit because they don't do this in real life. So they don't understand that. They don't understand the consequences of what you tell somebody have repercussions. If I come out here and tell y'all that men are XYZ and y'all start believing me and y'all start going in y'all relationships with that information, man, you probably get kicked out the fucking house listening to half of these dudes talking about women. And there's always men who ain't got no goddamn woman telling men how to get women. it's always men who ain't got no woman, ain't married. This how you get it. Okay, you get a woman, how you keep her. Look, ask any married man this. And tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me, any married man, ask him this. Is it harder to get them or to keep them? Ask any married man that. Damn, it's thunderstorming. Y'all heard that? Sound like a jet went over my house. Nate in the building. What up, Nate? Ask any married man that. Is it harder to get them or to keep them? I promise you, they tell you it's harder to keep them. Them the only discussions. I ain't trying to tell you how to get a woman. I'm gonna try to tell you how to keep them if you got a good one. If you got one worth keeping, I can help you with that. I can help you with that. If you got one worth keeping, if she ain't worth keeping, nothing I say go matter. And vice versa. Women, I can help you too. Well, I can explain to you what keeps me around my wife. I can share that. That's all I can do. I can't tell you how to keep no man, but I can tell you what my wife does to keep me around. I can share that because I got that. And we do it like our relationship, but we do that at a high level. You gonna hear me coming on here complaining about my wife, but it's all good. You know, I talk shit anyway. But me and my wife, we like the Power Rangers, man. And it's morphin' time. Like he like it's not even Batman and Robin. It's like Batman and Batman. That's my homie, man. My wife is my life. I wait for it to naturally to gain traction, to naturally gain traction. Yeah, I don't know what. Been with my woman for 14 years. No married. Don't like the contract. I feel that. Just don't even think about breaking up. 14, I mean, shit. You might as well be married. Yeah, we wanted all the benefits that came with being married, you know, the tax breaks and all that. So we went and did the contract thing. Nah, but that's what she wanted. That's what she get. Yeah, that's what she wanted. Yeah, I don't really care about the look, man. When it comes, man, man. Look, we'll talk about it on Rumble one day. Y'all make sure y'all support me over at Rumble if y'all want to hear it. Man, I can talk some stuff over there. I can talk some stuff. I ain't gonna do it here, but y'all make sure y'all support me over there so we can go over there and have some conversations too. Yeah, but yeah, stop listening to these people, especially when they want to throw. Man, I can't stand that. Like I understand the concept when people say, "Oh, you think you better." That's the wrong. I mean, to me, that I don't like that because people are better. That's just a fact. Some people are better. Well, I ain't gonna say some people. It's people that are better than people and people better than them. That's just what that's the truth. People are better. I'm just being honest. So I hate when people say that because that falls in line with that participation trophy shit. I'm gonna do a show on that too, you know. But what I don't like is when people try to degrade people because they got an accomplishment they don't have. That's what I don't like. If you truly better than me at something and you got to rub it in my face, that just shows your character and it shows you're not better than me. You just accomplished something that I didn't. That don't make you better. See, it's the part, like if you really think about that statement, oh, they think they better. Listen to what I just said. It's a lot of people who think they better than other people and they not. They just obtain more material things, but their character is shit. So guess what? They only as valuable as the things that they obtain. They're not valuable. Their materials are valuable, but they're not. That's what people don't understand. You can get all those degrees, you can get all the money, but you're not valuable. It's the things you obtain are valuable. Your character is shit. You ain't valuable. If you a liar, if you a cheater, you ain't valuable. Your materials might be more valuable, but guess what with materials? Shit depreciate and people take shit. So think about that. See, I grew up in the hood, right? So I see shit like that. It ain't funny, man. But I say shit like this a lot. I'm gonna tell y'all a little story. So it was this one nerd dude, right? His people had money, right? His people had money. So he had all the nice things like the clothes, the shoes, new Jordans and all that. Like growing up. So he was just known in the hood, but he wasn't on the block. You know, we played basketball at his house because he had a nice room, you know, but he wasn't running around in the streets with us. You know, his parents wouldn't let him. But so I kind of feel bad because I kind of do my son like that, buy him all this nice shit. And he always got the nicest things when we go out and shit, and the other kids got raggedy stuff. So I gotta stop doing that now that I'm telling the story. But anyway, but no, I'm making my son fight though. So anyway, when we got older, right? We we in high school, right? When I went in high school, like this kid lived around the corner from me, so I went to grade school with him in high school, middle school and high school. So we get to high school. When I started, I didn't go to my neighborhood high school my ninth grade year. I went to the school called Cass Tech. I went there in my ninth grade year, and then my 10th. So this had to be my 11th grade year, right? Yeah, because I had Betsy. I had a Delta 88. It was an 84. I called her Betsy. But he had this Impala, right? And Impala, they had 20s on it. Souped up car. Nice car. Remember, he's not a hood dude. Usually only people with cars like this was like dope dealers, right? Like dope boys. So he had this nice car on 20s. They might have been 22. I know that he had the car lifted. And you remember the old school Impala, it was like a 90, had to be like a 98 or 90. The ones that look like the Caprices. I don't know if any car people are here. Miss Tracy, what up, though? But I wish my brother-in-law was in here. But it was the Impala that looked like the Caprices because it was people taking the Caprices and putting Impala logos on it. But it was that Impala. So, you know, he had it for about 3 days, right? Nice. And he was stunting on people, right? Like, you ain't shit. Look at my car. You ain't shit. We looking like, man, mom and daddy bought that. But long story short, he was coming to school. In high school, this nice car, nice clean ass paint job, pearl white with the flakes in it. Sitting on 20s, tinted windows, nice sound system, boom, shaking the windows and everything. So he's stunting on everybody. Nicest car. His car better than a teacher's car, right? Had it for 3 days. And they stuck him up at the stoplight. Stuck him up, snatched him out the car, and rode off with it. Nobody helped him. He was stunting. He pulled up by a skating party. Right? Pulled up by a skating party. He got it. I know he only had it. The only reason I know he had it for 3 days is because he was crying like, I only had the car for 3 days. But I remember this was on a Friday. It was at the skating party. I didn't see it happen, but when he came into the skating ring, like screaming and crying, telling people to help him or whatever. That's when you hear the story or whatever. But he came in there and he told us like he was at the stop sign playing the music. He said he let the window down and he was looking across the street at some girls, and the next thing you know, somebody was snatching him out the car. He said one guy opened the door, snatched him out. Another guy jumped in the passenger seat. The guy snatched him out the car. He hit the ground, and they pulled off with his car. And this was down the street from our house. It was probably about 12 blocks down the street, from our house. But see, even where I lived at, it was like 1, 2, 3. It was like 4 nice blocks. And then the blocks behind me, the block right behind me was messed up. And then after you go, no, actually it was 6 blocks. You go 6 blocks up from my block, there was nice houses, and then it got like little hoodish again. But that all happened over time. But it was like a lot of nurses, a lot of the auto workers, lived around there. But when they moved out, it was like the neighborhood started getting bad. We had cops, we had firefighters on our block when I was little. I remember I used to always shovel the fireman snow, and his wife would give me $50 and a cup of hot chocolate. After I got them finished shoveling the front and back, she'd tell me to come in. I drank the hot chocolate. She'd give me the $50 and tell me to put it in my sock until I get home. So I don't want you to lose this. Put it at the bottom of your foot till you get home. Every time her snow shovel, she needed her snow shovel, and when I raked her leaves, she used to give me like 110, 120, depending. They had a big yard. And I used to rake. It was a workout for me, but it was cool. That's probably why my back's so goddamn big. I just thought about that when I was a kid, I used to be raking leaves and shoveling snow. I wonder why my back's so fucking broad. Like doing all that shoveling and raking and shit as a kid. I'd be raking these big ass yards, but it wouldn't even take me that long. It was like I had a whole method. I'd rake it in a little pile to put in the bed, a little pile, put in the bed, a little pile, put in the bed. Just kept doing that. Just little pile, put in the bag, little pile, put in the bag. And that's how I finished the yard. People be raking it onto this one big pile and then try to lift it. Nope. I rake and scoop. We getting all this up now. We getting done with it. I was like a little machine. But yeah, that's probably why my back's so goddamn big. I just thought about that, raking and shoveling. I used to be hustling, man. But anyway, that was the story. Dude was flexing on people with the card and he got it took it. So all that material stuff, and he wasn't no gangster. No, it was some gangsters that took his car. Man, they stripped that damn car. They took the emblems off that motherfucker. They found that bitch on bricks 3 days later. They stripped that bitch. No doors, nothing. They took everything. Yeah. But that's what happened, man. When you flex on people, all that shit the material stuff come and go, man. But you can't take what's inside. Can't take, so that your character is your currency, man. I'm about to do that show next week. And then I'm gonna talk shit. I'm gonna talk my shit next week. There's a couple things. I ain't about to criticize nobody. I'm about to criticize everybody. I'm gonna criticize everybody, but no, it's just I see why people so reluctant. You know what I'm saying? Like when people see a group or something on here, because I didn't understand it at first, and the more I see, it's like it's some crazy ass. Like, look, man, y'all should know by now how to tell somebody. You know, if somebody like a cult leader or something. We didn't have enough examples, and y'all still be letting people do that shit. So that's y'all fault. If somebody coming on here telling y'all if y'all don't do this, y'all ain't shit. If you don't do this, you go die. You ain't a real man unless you do this. You ain't. If they trying to tell you how to live your life, then if this is the only way, if this is the like, duh, duh. If they using fear, look, I don't care if y'all don't want to get right. Look, if people watch my show and they don't care about self improvement, I appreciate you watching my show because I need the view and I like to watch hours. And when I get monetized, that shit go pay me. So keep watching. If you don't want to get right, I don't. I can't. I'm here with reality, man. Look, life is crazy. It's hard and it's fucked up. And I'm 40 years old. I don't know how long I'm gonna be here, right? No, I ain't about to worry about nobody who ain't trying to get right. I'm just not gonna do it. It's not my concern. I can't help those people, so I'm not gonna bother them. I'm not gonna bother them. I'm not gonna force nobody. That's why y'all be thinking I'm passive. It's not the fact that I'm passive. It's I don't care. I don't have time to care about things that I can't affect. I just don't have time to care. If I can't change something, if I can't make something better, well, I'm gonna find something that I can. You just can't affect some things. You just not gonna do it. I done ran in the wall trying to help people who ain't want to be in help. And then guess what happened? When I be like, okay, I give up, I don't want to help them no more, that's when they want the help. I don't know why it always happens like that, but I'm straight. And then I'm a bad person because now that they ready, I don't want to help them. Like, you know what I just been through trying to help your ass? And now that you're ready, I'm just supposed to be ready too. Life don't work like that. I got people in my real life like that. I got people in my real life that took me for granted. And now, like, when reality sets in or they have a fucking epiphany, they like, oh, damn, yeah, you was, oh, the whole time you see you, go find somebody else. Go find somebody. I'm not dealing with you. That's me going backwards. Now that's me going backwards. See, the worst thing that I could learn was probably self love. And the only reason I say that's the worst thing because that made me not really care about nobody else. That sounds messed up, but listen to what I'm saying. It's not the fact that I don't care about nobody else, is I just care about myself more. I care about myself more. And I do care about people. I have a lot of empathy for people. But if it's gonna bring me down, I'm straight. I'm straight. I've been down that road too many times. And it's not me being scared. It's just you will waste so much time on people not worth your time. And the people that are worth your time, you ignore. That shit is wild. And the only way I can avoid doing that is paying attention to the people who want the attention. Help the people who want the help. I have to focus on that. I can no longer focus on people who ain't getting it right now. I can't do it. And that's where people want you to meet them where they at. I can't do that. You have to come to where I'm at because we moving forward. And there's people waiting to go. I can't let one person hold up the whole train. So if you can't meet me, then this route ain't for you. And that's just where I'm at in life. I used to feel bad for even thinking like that. I do not feel fucking bad no more. After dealing with this internet, I don't feel bad for that no more. I understand why all these other people do. They be like, oh, celebrities don't come back and give to the hood. Some of those same celebrities drive down the hood, it'll be people in the hood trying to fucking rob them. You see some of these celebrities go home. Some of these kids, they ain't even celebrities yet. They make it out the hood playing basketball. They go back, and it's the hood. I can't go back. I'm not, man, look. I had people, like, I experienced that, and I'm not even famous. I'm not rich, none of that. I just made it out. Regular ass motherfucker make it out the hood. They don't like that. All the people ain't in the hood bad. They not. But guess what? There's some bad people there. And I'm not risking. I'm not doing it. Why should I? If I made it out. If I made it out, hey, this is like the Underground Railroad. We have to treat the hood like that shit again. Treat and get out the hood like the Underground Railroad. That's how you gotta treat it. If you make it out, don't go back. You're trying to pull people out, that's fine. But trying to go back and make it better, it ain't gonna never happen. It ain't built like that. It ain't designed like that. If it was, it would have been happening. Now you gotta start looking at. We need to go on Rumble. And you'll understand why I say, man, make your own. Create your own. That hood ain't yours. None of them hoods is yours. Your own shit in the hood. And if you do own your house, sell it. Let them gentrify it and build it back up. It'll be another hood, another ghetto made. Trust me. Yeah, man, I ain't trying to be funny. I'm just stating facts. Candy coding it ain't gonna help nothing. Right? And it's not everybody, but it's the mentality of the people that make the hood the hood. That's what make it the hood. It's the mentality of the fucking people, not the environment. The people make the environment. The conditions are bad. Facts. I came from them conditions. But we wasn't doing all that shit. We was banding together. We came together. Shit, if one person on the house had food, they tried to feed as many people on the block as they could. If you needed something, a neighbor will hook you up with it. You know why? Because when you need something, that neighbor know they can. Now, when that neighbor needs something, they know they can come back to you. That's why. That's how we was living at first. That's how we was living. Shit, you got an extra pack of hot dogs until that's what my neighbor used to always say. She'd come to my mama like, you got an extra pack of hot dogs until I get my stamps, I promise you. Man, she get her food stamps, she'll bring so much shit up, cases of Huggies and shit like that. My mama like, damn, I only gave you some hot dogs. I know, but my stamps in. Like, thank you. The only thing my mom, after that, my mom used to buy extra packs of hot dogs just to give them to her. Shit, my mom would start buying extra shit. It's like, nah, you ain't even gotta give me nothing for them. It was just a love. Like, shit, you scratch my back, I scratch yours. You look out for me, I look out for you. We don't got that no more. Everybody out for themselves. So when something happened, guess what? You on your own. And when the bad people see that, oh, they ain't gonna stick together. So we gonna terrorize everybody. That's what happened, man. Once they see people wasn't gonna stick together and fight, oh man. Uncle L, what up, though? Commander, look, I got 3 cousins, right, that play professional football. You know, I've never asked none of them for money. My sister, a doctor, I've never asked her for money. I've never If I needed it, they get mad because I don't say nothing. Like when I first got when I first lost my sight, I'm selling life insurance, so I don't get no short term disability or nothing like that. So I had to live off my, bank account. I had to live off my savings account. So I lived off of that for 2 years or a year and a half. It took a while for that thing to kick in, but yeah, I had to live off my savings account. And then they wouldn't even approve me for because I was I was paying for health insurance. I wasn't even on my wife's. I had to get on my wife's medical insurance. But when I lost my sight, she quit her job, so I was paying for our health insurance. I was paying out of pocket for that. I was a 1099. Life insurance is you don't get benefits and stuff with that. So I had to pay for out of pocket, which was cool. Wasn't really that expensive, but when you ain't working, you ain't making no money. You just laying there trying to recover, trying to see what his damn fluid won't drain. Can't see shit. You know. Yeah, so I had to live off my savings account. Never asked nobody for nothing. My cousin a millionaire. He just signed his third contract. And this is my dad's twin son. This is my cousin. My other two cousins that play, one of them is my mom's second cousin. He older than me. He my mama age. So I only really knew him when I was little. Like I didn't really, now he off, Ty's off doing, I don't know what Ty doing. I seen him 3 times since I've been an adult, and it was in bars. When you go back home, he'll pop in every now and then. Him and my dad real cool. My other cousin Darrell, once he when he went down to Tampa, came back, he went through some stuff, so he like real secluded, closed down. But trust me, if I call and if they know I need it, they'll look out. Especially my cousin Jordan. If I ask for I asked him to do an interview. He said, "Yeah, just let me know when." I said, "I ain't gonna bother you during the football season." He said, "Just make sure I'm out of practice, man." And I'm looking like, bro, I'm not gonna bother you while you locked in, bro. I already know. Plus, my auntie would kill me. Like, leave him alone. He got to focus. Boy, I don't mess with my aunt. I was not messing with my auntie, boy. Leave her baby alone. He locked in. He busy. That's his job, my boy. She don't play none of that mess, man. But no, I mean, like I said, my sister a doctor. I don't if no when people money is their money. I don't feel I'm entitled to anything. If people want to help or donate or do whatever, that's what they do. Out the kindness of their heart. Just like me. I donate when I feel, out the kindness of my heart. If I got it, I got it. If I don't, then I don't. But if I got it, yeah, I donate, I help out, I, give, do whatever. But I ain't no fool. I had to learn that, man, especially now with kids and the wife. If y'all would have caught me before I got married, I would have been on here stunting like a motherfucker. But yeah, people feel entitled to your respect, man. Like you just supposed to. I don't know. I ain't gonna say entitled to your respect, but people, I don't know. Some people just feel like they special or something, and they probably is special. You know what I'm saying? But you really only special to yourself. This is just how I am. I treat a bum just like I treat a millionaire, and I treat that millionaire just like I treat that bum. That's just how I am. You ain't gonna get no special treatment out of me. That's just how I am, man. I ain't saying that's how it's supposed to be, but I never get confused. I never kiss nobody ass neither. That prevents me from kissing anybody ass. I'm gonna treat the bum just like the millionaire and the millionaire like the bum. That means nobody getting their ass kissed. If I like you, I like you. If I I appreciate you. But if I don't, trust me, you'll know the difference. You'll see the difference. But yeah, I just want to come on here and rant for a minute. Just say, yeah, I'll just keep y'all head up, man. Just look at shit for what it is, man. Cause it's another thing too, and I'm putting this out there so y'all can be aware, right? Y'all need to really pay attention to people, right? Because you got a lot of beta ass dudes acting like alphas, right? Look, I don't believe in alpha male. I think most alpha males are insecure. They need people around them. They need a pack, to validate them. They don't validate themselves, So that whole alpha personality to me is not impressive. Um, but anyway, you have beta males, right? Impersonating alphas. And it's safe to do because it's on the internet, so they ain't gonna really be tested. But you can hear, like, let me be honest with you, right? I ain't no gangster. I ain't no thug. I never been in no gang or nothing like that. I ran around the street. That's the most I'm gonna say, right? I ran around the street, but there's a reason I don't have a record, right? And one of those reasons, the main reason is I ain't never tell on myself. I never told on myself. And I never did shit so other people can tell on me. Because if you really like I don't know what this whole new generation is. I don't disrespect nobody, but a lot of this internet stuff, you see these same people when they get in court crying because they thought it was a game up until it got real. Thought it was a game up until it got real. You know why you don't hear me talking reckless to people on here? And I ain't afraid of nobody. I've been punched in the mouth for talking shit though. You know what happens when you get punched in the mouth for talking shit? You start thinking about not talking shit to people. No matter if you think you can win or lose, you just remember, like, man, I can't talk reckless because there's consequences behind this. Things can happen. I've seen people talk in real life and lose their life over words. I experienced that, so I'm aware. I know that can happen. So you don't see me doing stupid shit. A coward can pull a trigger. Listen to what I'm telling you. The weakest person on this planet can pull a trigger. That's reality. So a person can be scary. A person can be a wimp. A person can be all that. A person ain't got to be tough to pull no trigger. You can be up here talking mad stuff to somebody who never killed a fly. And when they see you in person, they pull a trigger. Because they tired. They don't have to be gangster. They don't have to be thug. That's just reality. You can push people to a limit where they don't care. That's why you don't see me on here fucking with people. Yeah, it's safe because it's the internet. The internet don't mean nothing. People can find you. You push somebody hard and long enough, they might take a trip. You see people, I never do that. You'll never see me pulling up at nobody's house. I know that's not reality. I haven't seen that work out good too many times. I haven't seen that work out well too many times. People telling somebody, I come to your house and then come to their house. I haven't seen that work out too well. I'm not talking about the internet. I'm talking about real life. So no, I ain't doing that. I had too many examples of why not to do that. So no, I ain't about to. Man, you can never say never, right? But I can say this: I'm not trying to get in a situation on the internet where I feel that we have to meet in person to handle it. I'm not even trying to go there. It's not worth it to me. I got other things to do. But it's people on here who don't. So you have to be aware of that. Just because you got things to lose don't mean everybody else do. So don't entangle yourself with people who ain't got nothing to lose, because you go lose. You go lose every time. It's people who willing to go further than you. That's the reality. So you need to understand your limits and stay within that parameter. And sometimes they go leak over to where you at. You just have to be smarter and wiser. They might be on crash out time. They don't care. You have to be aware that you acting all hard and shit, that ain't gonna help the situation. That ain't gonna work out well. So if you got something to lose, stop dealing with people who don't. Just flat. What up, though, 755? Appreciate you, sis. Appreciate you. Hey, we went up to Metro. We was chilling at Metro Park, man. We had a ball. They got the little, you probably ain't been there in a while, but the splash pad, they got it all hooked up. My daughter had fun over there. Then we went down on the beach, chilling on the beach, making sandcastles with the sun. And then played on the little playground. And then they got this carnival up the street from us on yeah, so we did that yesterday. Well, Saturday. Did the carnival Saturday and then the beach today. So I had a good Father's Day weekend chilling with the fam. Man, just watching my son, like that was his first carnival. He wanna ride everything. You know, he got mad because they ain't let him ride the big rides, but he had a ball. And just watching his eyes light up, just how excited he was. He was scared on some of the rides. They got excited, like, oh yeah, that was priceless, man. I love doing that. Then my daughter, this was her first time since she been walking, so she went crazy on the splash pad. Then she didn't know what to do with herself in the sand. She was looking around like she seen sand before, but not like a beach. Man, she was looking around. First thing she did was put her face on it. I'm like, why do you do that? You little weird. Yeah, she did that. I don't know. My daughter weird, man. Like you just put your face on the sand. But yeah, we had a great time, man. Watching the kids light up and smile. My wife happy because the kids happy. I'm happy because everybody happy. That's what you live for, man. That's what I live for anyway. Like when people want to achieve, you know, success and status, and that's what I want, man. I want my family happy, man. Watching my kids and my wife enjoy life, you know, that's what makes me happy. So that's my mission, man. Keep making them smile. Now my son with a boat, so daddy gotta get a boat now. Never wanted a boat up until my son wanted one, so now I gotta get a boat. I don't know how the hell I'm about to get a boat, but we about to get a boat. We about to get a boat. I told my wife, I got about time he 10. I don't want no damn pontoon boat. We getting a boat. We getting a real motherfucking boat. So told my wife I gotta get busy. No, that's what's up. It was ESL, so the word of just traditionally Pakistan and that day. Oh, that's what's up. That's probably why all the Muslims was the men was dressed like that today at the park. Didn't know that. Yeah, but that's I just want to do it right. But yeah, so I'm gonna do that show tomorrow. Can Men Love? Because I'm not gonna be petty, talking about that lady. I ain't got no smoke with her. I don't. I mean, she got the right to believe or say or do whatever she want. I just feel at some point, you know, we have to be responsible. If that's true with what she say, she need to look. This is what happened to on her, right? Because everyone's voice can be heard, right? Everyone can be heard. Anybody can start a YouTube channel and tell their story, right? But you have to be responsible because your story don't equate to what the world is, what you've been through. And I'm not saying people don't go through some horrific shit because I did, you know, but I'm not about to come on here and spread my pain. There's a lot of broken people on here. Instead of healing and telling that story, they come on here broken and tell their broken story. And they link up with other broken people. Ain't nobody getting healed. Everybody's just going around breaking more shit. That's what happens a lot. You come on here and hate men. You come on here to hate women. You broke. We talked about PTED, post traumatic embitterment disorder. That's a real thing. It's a lot of bitter ass people on this app, and they tell they women hating stories. They tell they men hating stories, and a bunch of people clicking up hating women and hating men. That ain't what it is, man. That's not what it is. It's not complicated. We just complicate it. Men and women are meant to harmonize with one another, not just romantically. Just because I'm nice to a woman, that shouldn't mean I want to, have sex with her. And it's a lot of people in the world, period. They mentally immature and they sexually immature. Some people can't control themselves. Sometimes it take people, of an old age, and then they realize, like, dang, I was a horn dog. You know, some people get old age and still be horny. I don't know. But it is such thing as sexual immaturity, and that's when you can't control your sexual impulses. You're not mature enough to say, okay, yeah, this is inappropriate right now. Or just because she got a nice body don't mean I need to lust over her and talk about her. But no, man. And same thing for the women. I heard older women talk about, I see his imprint in his jogging pants. And I'm like, how old are you? Like, damn, you that horny? This society is hypersexual. Like, damn, everybody running around horny. Must be in the food or the water or something. That shit weird. My bad. I don't know. I'm just rambling on. But yeah, I got a couple shows next week. I'm gonna try to post them early, make the thumbnail and post them early. But I'm gonna do my best to get into the emotional addiction this week. If not this week, I promise next week. Because I need to talk about that. I wanted to do an upload on it, but I tried. I tried so many different ways to make the upload. I'm just not set up for it right now. To do it on my computer, and my mics on my phone are trash. I'm gonna try one more. I'm gonna buy one more. I think it's the phone though. I don't think it's the mics. I got an iPhone 13 Pro Max or whatever. But I think it's just, I don't know. I probably got too much shit on it, but it's like the Bluetooth connection. Like it's something wrong with the Bluetooth connection because the headsets I get and the mics be messed up. So it got to be the phone. So I'm gonna get a new phone soon. I'm just waiting. I'm not about to. If I get a new phone, I might as well get the newest one out. And I think it was 17. Whatever iPhone come out in like November, I'm gonna just wait to get that one. Because if I jump into I got the little jump thing with T-Mobile, so I just go get a new phone at any time. I don't even got to pay for it. I think I paid a tax. I think I paid a sales tax. I don't know. It's like $100 to $200. But I usually wait for the new phone to come out because I'm not about to jump into a new phone and a damn another phone come out with the shit I want on it versus the shit I got. So I just wait. And I know the new one gonna have different stuff on it than this one, so I'm gonna just wait. Blue, what up, though? Man, Blue, you threw down. Sis, you threw down. I know baby girl is happy, man. Man, she lucky to have you as a mom. I know you probably say you lucky to have her as a child, but she definitely lucky to have you as a mom. You know what? I can't. It's the security, man. I'm telling you, y'all be talking about Apple, talk about oh they ain't got freedom. Fuck that. I don't want no freedom. I want security. I feel like a citizen of America. What would you want? Freedom and shit happen, or security? I got hacked twice. Fucking around with Samsung. I ain't never been hacked with Apple. I'm straight. I'm sticking with Apple. And I hated Apple. I'm not a commander. I have look. I have this thing I used to put on Facebook all the time because I used to get when the new phones came out. I used to get them. Samsung. I was a Galaxy. I didn't even deal with Android, just Samsung. I didn't even consider Samsung an Android. But anyway, I had the little Android thing eating the apple, and it was like blood everywhere. I used to always say Android eats Apple, but yeah, when I switched over, I never switched back. I used to always laugh at people who had Apple phone. I used to laugh at them. Like, oh, your processor, it. I don't care about none of that. I want the security. And that's a beautiful thing, sis. That's a beautiful thing, but you know, people can learn a lot from that. Just your interaction because my kids ain't even that old yet, and I just hope I had that bond with them. My mom like, you are. I'm like, look, man, you never know what happens in life, but I'm doing my best. It's hard being a dad though because it's like I'm the one to discipline. I gotta be the bad guy. I gotta be the bad guy. The kids only listen to that masculine voice. When I raise my voice, the whole house shut down. My wife be yelling and screaming all day. The dog be laughing at her. The kids be laughing at her. As soon as I raise my voice, they be like, oh shit, that's daddy. Everything stop. Everybody be sitting still. Even the dog be like, fuck that. What he yelling for? Nah, he don't yell. Something going down. That's how my dog do. My dog don't even fuck around when I raise my voice. So, daddy got to be the bad guy. But, I rather for my kids to have discipline and structure at a young age so they're growing to it than trying to find it when they get older. So, I had that long talk with my dad because, my stepdad used to abuse me. I got beat for no reason. I mean, I'm just older and mature. I'm talking about it now, but he was an alcoholic. Ain't no excuse or nothing. I'm just telling you what it was. He's an alcoholic who hated his own life, so he was incapable. Like even he a piece of shit to this day. And well, I'm not even gonna get into that, but yeah, recent developments came up and it kind of rubbed me the wrong way. But anyway, so I don't want to put my kid through. Even when I'm disciplining them, like I can't whoop him because it's like I ain't gonna say I can't because I tapped his butt a couple times, but even that, like just tapping him on the butt, man, it just made me. I don't know, man. I just don't want to. I don't want him. I know how that feels, you know. And I'm not abusing him, but it kind of put me back to when I was his age, getting hit and didn't know what I was getting hit for. But it's different, because my intent is not to hurt them because I don't like them. My intent is to, discipline 'em, keep them in line, help them understand the hard way sometimes. But I just know a feeling, right? Even if it's not the same thing, just being a kid and yeah. So that's the dilemma that I had. But my dad made a good point. He was like, "Son, you love him." I'm like, "I know." He said, "That's the difference. You love him. When it happened to you, there was no love there." He said, "You're doing it so when he get older, society won't do it." There's a difference. He said, "If you don't, and he don't learn now, when he get older, the law go teach him." And that's hard, man. It's hard. No matter what you do, when your kids leave your sight, you can only hope that everything you taught them and instilled in them stuck with them. It's the only thing you can do. They go have to bump their head and learn their way. I did. I understand it. That's the scary part. My kid's only 4. My oldest 4. So even thinking about that, watching them play on the playground, man, like I said, I almost went to jail on Father's Day. I'm gonna tell y'all. Did I tell y'all that story? And then I'm gonna get off here. Did I tell y'all what happened at the beach when I said, "Man, look, it's not. I'm a good person, okay? I'm gonna just tell you that I'm a very good person. You can ask the people who deal with me on here. I bring some real people on here. I done brought my mom, my dad, my sister. I'm a good person, man. I don't bother nobody. Um, but this type of person I am, I don't. You just ain't gonna fuck with me, right? You just not gonna do it. Like I don't have patience when it comes to people, especially men in real life. I just don't have patience. I'm not gonna sit and scream and yell at you. I'm not gonna do that. I may talk to you, um, just to so we have a clear understanding of what's about to happen. But anyway, so we was packing up off the beach. It was just me and my son. My wife took my daughter to go change her to get some sand, because she had sand all in her stuff. So she had to take her to the bathroom to rinse her out. So anyway, so we packing up, and I told my son to get his toys. He had some beach toys. He got a little excavator truck and some shovels and stuff. So mind you, I can't see that well, right? So I'm breaking down a little tent, and I'm trying to break this down and keep an eye on him. And I heard him say no. So when he said that, I look over. He not too far from, but it was these 3 little kids grabbing his toys. And I said, "Put the toys down." And 2 of the kids put the toys down. And one of the kids ran off with a shovel. And I looked at the little girl. I said, "Is that your little brother?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "Can you go get my son's shovel?" She said, "Yeah." So I tell my son to get the rest of his toys. I said, "Bring them over here." So I said, "This is why I told you to always keep your stuff close." And the other little boy was walking to these people. It was 2 dudes and a girl. So I said, "Hey, is these your kids?" They said, "Yeah." I said, "Well, that little boy took my son's shovel." And I said, "The little girl went to go get it." He was like, "Oh, kids will be kids." I said, "Nah." I said, "I don't teach my kids to steal." I said, "They just ran up and took my son's stuff, and then they tried to run off with it." He's like, "Oh, they just being kids." I said, "No, that's stealing." And I said, "My son is little, so they if I didn't say nothing, they was just gonna take his stuff." He was like, "You getting all worked up over some kid toys?" And I said, "You motherfucking right, because it's my kids and my kids' toys that I bought with my money. And you think I'm gonna let somebody take some shit from me?" And he was like, "Are you serious?" I said, "I'm dead fucking serious." I said, "If I don't get that shovel back, it's gonna be a real motherfucking problem. And I'm not joking with you, bro." And he was like, "Oh, so we gonna have an issue?" I said, "No, we got an issue over a fucking plastic toy shovel. Yes, we got a bit. I don't want your money. I want my shovel." And if your kid don't give it back to me, I'm gonna take it out on you, bro. I'm just being real. And I told my son to get behind me. I said, stand right here. And he was like, look, man, it ain't even that serious. Let me go get the shovel. And I'm like, what the fuck you mean it ain't that serious? Your kids just took something from mine. And you think that's okay? I don't care if it is a toy. What is you teaching your kids? You ain't even upset or mad. Like, hey, why would y'all do that? You talking about kids will be kids. Where the fuck is you from, bro? This is why I don't like being around people. People stupid. Tay in the building. What up, Tay? What up, Nine? I'm about to get my behind off. I've been saying bye since 3 o'clock. But yeah, I just wanted to tell that little short story. It will continue exactly. And then my son, I'm sitting there, he don't know what to do. These little kids, he thinking they playing with him. Like he thinking like, oh, they come to play. They trying to take his shit. And I'm like, nah. I'm like, son, get your stuff. And then the little boy, when I told him to put it down, the little boy looked at me and ran. But see, this is my thing. And then off of the way the parents reacted, and I'm looking like, did you tell them to go do this? Like, did you tell them to go take them toys? Because if my son took something from somebody that wasn't his and ran off with it, oh, we gonna have a problem. I don't raise thieves. When my son in the store and he wants something and I said that's not ours, he put it down. If I tell him he can have it, he'll put it in the buggy or he'll carry it. But when I tell my son, no, that's not ours and we're not getting that. We're not buying it, so it's not ours. He put it down. It'd be too much stuff going through my head to deal with basic ass people. I ain't gonna lie. And when I say basic, I'm talking about primal. It's like some people, they just don't. I'm not dealing with them. It's not gonna turn out good. People don't even try to understand, let alone comprehend. You think it's okay? You blame me. Oh, that's just no. Kids don't steal. My kids don't. The kids around me don't do that. We teach them not to. Because if they think it's okay when they a kid, they go do the shit when they get older and think it's okay. It's learned behavior. I didn't grow up thinking taking other people's stuff was okay, so I don't do it now. I didn't grow up fucking with people, so I don't do it now. It all started at home. It all started. Tell you, I was about to go to jail, man. And I had my cane, man. I was about to. Yeah, I was about to. When I told my son to get behind me, I sized that. I was like, bro, I'm gonna break your jaw probably one hit. That dude was. He was probably like 180 pounds, maybe. Probably soaking wet, about 180 pounds. He flared up, talking about, oh, we gonna have an issue. No, we got an issue. We ain't gonna have nothing, bro. If that shovel don't come back, me and you got a problem. I just paid. No, you ain't paying. I don't want your money. I want my shovel. I want the shovel I bought my son. I don't want your money. And if I don't get that shovel, I'm gonna take it out your ass. And then I bet you'll think twice about telling your son or your kids not to steal. If I beat the shit out of you on this beach right now, I promise you, next time you see your son, you gonna be pissed off and you gonna teach him the importance of not stealing. Because the way I'm gonna beat your ass, if you would have whooped your son ass or disciplined him, you wouldn't have got this ass whooping. If your son knew better, you wouldn't have got this ass whooping. That's the tip I was on. Exactly, bro. Exactly. And see, people think that's, oh nah, man, that's training, that's structure, that's discipline. If you give kids structure, they will have discipline. Because when we got that speech when we walked in the store, we didn't ask for nothing. We already knew what to do. We was disciplined. We walked in, got what grandmama wanted, and we walked out without a peep. Structure will give you discipline. But yeah, it's uh it's just different. But yeah, Tay, you had to listen back, sis. I went on a little rant. Just talking about there's a lot of projection on here too, man. A lot of projection. And people got it, man. I'm you can't convince me. A lot of these people don't know what the hell they doing. A lot of these people don't know what the hell they doing. I I'm just getting tired of all the fear, man. People trying to instill, like, putting hope in people is not putting fear in people. Telling them if they don't do this or if they don't do that or they suffering because of this, they suffer. Look, man, life is fucked up. Right? It's been like that since the conception. It ain't been fair, and it never will be. That's just the reality. Life will never be fair, but we can learn and we can grow and we can try to balance it out. That's all we can do. We can learn, we can grow, and we can balance it out. You know, a lot of the stuff we suffer from is because we don't know about it. Sometimes we learn too late about it. So it's about getting that information out early and as possible. Yeah, and then I want to talk about cults too. You know, because I'm gonna be pushing for stuff, and I don't want nobody to think I'm no damn cult leader because I'm not. I do want change, but I ain't no damn cult leader. I ain't trying to do all that shit. That shit's wild. I don't even want to control nobody. I don't even try to control my wife, man. But I know a better you is a better us. I know we can actually make an impact and we can actually change some things, but it happens on an individual level. You think we gonna implement one thing that's gonna make the world better? That ain't gonna happen. Even right now, think about this. Jesus came down here, sacrificed his life for everybody's sin, and what happened? People still fucking sinning. People still doing fucked up shit. Even though this man that came down here and died, so God will forgive everybody, people still doing fucked up shit. So what do that tell you? The solution is not gonna happen on a mass level. It has to happen on an individual level. Until the mindset change, nothing else will change. Till we start thinking different, start feeling different, ain't nothing gonna change. That's why you got everything the way it is now, because of the way people think and feel. That's why the world is the way it is right now. It's only because people thoughts and people feeling. And that the stuff they think and the stuff they feel manifests into what we see in the world now. So all this hate, all this anger, all this manipulate, all that shit starts in people's heads. All of it. Like, it's think about the like all these conspiracies, right? I'm gonna just take one. When they talking about how the food fucked up, right? Somebody had to think about that. Somebody had to think it's okay for us to put all this fucked up shit in the food, and possibly or one day down the road it'll fuck people up, but it's okay to do. Somebody had to think about that. You see what I'm saying? So all the fucked up shit that's in the world is because of people's thoughts and feelings. The world ain't messed up, it's the people in it. It's the people in the world. The world is okay. We just got to fix the people or get enough people who can rationally think together and leave the rest of these motherfuckers. Because they behave tough. What up, Abigail? My bad, I can't really say Abigail. What up, though? Appreciate you, Abigail. Hope you subscribe. Hey, I'm down to 32K. I lost some subscribers, but it's okay. We'll be back up at 33 one day. I still want to hit 100,000 before the end of the year. I want to hit 100,000. So if y'all can help me, help a little pole boy from the backwoods in the city of Detroit hit 100,000 subs, I would greatly appreciate it. You know, I got a goal. I want a plaque. I think I'm a good person. I'm a good guy. I don't bother nobody. I don't come on here preaching hate or anything, right? So I always talk about unity. Never said I was a positive person, but I believe in progression. You know, I don't believe in perfection, but I do believe in progression. Um, this YouTube thing can change my life, you know, and I'm on here to try to help people change their life. You know, my intention is good, my heart is pure. Um, you ain't gonna like everything I say, you're not, but I'm gonna tell the truth. I'm gonna tell the truth as close as the truth can get, I guess. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I don't know everything, but I'm gonna share the things I know. But you know, I ain't gonna come on here roasting and toasting people. I'm gonna be petty a little bit. You know, that's part of my personality. I'm gonna keep it funky with you. I ain't gonna come on here flexing on nobody. Um, as they would say, trying to act better. But I am a bad motherfucker in real life. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know, I know a lot of things, and I'm willing to share it with you. That's what I've been trying to do. You know, saying the real word. Yeah, you know what, Blue? I'm gonna give you more of me, man. I'm gonna give you more and more of me. That's what I'm gonna do, the real one. You know, I ain't gonna come over here faking. You know, I am over compassionate sometimes. I do try to avoid BS, but in real life, I'm a firecracker, man. I don't play. I don't take no mess. But on here, I try to be reasonable and I try to be professional. You know, I really do. You know, you do have to have a level of professionalism. You know, but nah, I don't bother nobody for a reason because I don't like to be bothered. I really don't like my peace disturbed. When it's disturbed, I get upset and angry. I can pretty much control my anger. Got a hell of a lot better at it. Yes, yes. Anybody who knew me when I was younger, they'd be like, "Oh yeah, he changed. He definitely changed." You know, I got way better at controlling my anger. You know, but I'm always be a firecracker. That's just me. You know. Skiro, what up, though? You know, I'm always be a firecracker. You know, but I just know how to direct it and aim it and utilize it for good, not bad. So that's what I do my best to do. But yeah, so yeah, Tay, I was gonna talk about can men love tonight, but the kids didn't go to sleep until late. So I'm gonna do that tomorrow. Can men love? And then I had another topic. I think I wrote it down. It's in my notes. But I got 3 topics for this week that we're gonna talk about. Um, so they all should be good topics. Yeah, man, and it's all premeditated. Anything you say on here is considered premeditated, so it just don't make sense. I ain't about to be sitting up here. If something actually happened to that person, then that's why I said like people. I don't know, man. People be coming on here playing roles, and I understand because you know a lot of these people ain't had no attention when they was younger, so they don't know what to do with it. They get a little attention, and they feel like it's actual power, like. Oh, I got 100,000 people. I got 20,000 people. I got 100 people in my chat. Yeah, that's good for you. Shit, I had damn near 100 people at my wedding. I didn't even know who the damn people was. So. Oh man, like it's wild when people get things they never had and they don't know what to do with it. Now I understand how people looked at me when I was younger and I had money. Now I understand, you know. I thought they was hating when I was young. Nah, they wasn't hating. They just knew I was dumb and naive and didn't know what the hell I had. Didn't know the value. If I had that, I'd be doing this, young buck. If I had, I'm like, man, you old and you hating. Nah, they was telling the truth. I wish I would have bought that car wash. Yeah, see that's wild. Like a big time gangster ain't even about to threaten people out loud in the hood. They give you a look and you know what it is. Like that's what I'm saying. Like people, I don't know. I don't know, man. Like all this, like, yeah, I ain't about to come on here threatening nobody. If something happened to them people, they go come right. Y'all ain't watch First 48, man. They better start watching these shows. It's called premeditated. Fuck you will come on the line threatening somebody. Look, I tell y'all hear somebody on here. If y'all hear me ever say something like this, I am terrified. I am afraid. That's when you never mind. Yeah, but that's what I'm gonna do. No, I'm terrified. I'm afraid. Yep. You gonna come to my house? Yep. I'm shaking in my boots. All that shit gonna be on camera for court. And I'll be like, when they ask me, I'm like, yep, that's my voice. I was terrified. I told them. I told them before they came over to my house. I was afraid. You know what happens? You know, fight or flight. I didn't know. I didn't even know my finger was that close. I didn't even know that the weapon was in my hand. I was so afraid. I didn't even know that. I thought it was a broom. I swear I thought that was the broom. I was trying to sweep. Next thing I know, my dough looked like Swiss cheese. And then I realized it wasn't a broom. I didn't know. I was afraid. That's what fear do to you. It took me somewhere I didn't even know where I was at. I was so terrified. Yep, terrified. I bet you I go home to my family. Like, man, y'all slow, man. Like people do so much slow. So I'll be thinking, like, man, y'all are weird, man. You can tell, like I said, there's a lot of beta males on here playing alpha because the internet, and you can tell too, right? Because beta males got a certain personality. And when I say projection, so this is how you can tell if a beta male is playing alpha. This is one telltale sign. They eager to argue with women, right? They're really eager to argue with women. You know why? Because they're not used to talking to women in the first place. So now they get to take all the frustration and pain out on women on the internet because they never had a woman in real life. So now they're telling the women on the internet how the women in real life made them feel. That's a clear sign of a beta male playing alpha, yelling and screaming at women, just looking for an excuse to talk shit to a woman. Just any excuse to talk shit to a woman. You know why? Because they don't talk to women in real life. And you can tell. Listen how they talking to them on the internet. No woman about to sit around here and listen to that shit. They run the city. Yeah, man. Like people, this is my shit. Like, man, don't nobody say no shit like that in real life. They ain't got to. Think about it. If somebody ran the city, I was about to say something, but I'm not even about to say that. But yeah, they wouldn't have to tell you. The city will tell you. Somebody ran a city, they don't have to tell you they run it. The city will tell you. When you talk about Detroit, there's a couple people that come to mind. There's a couple people that come to mind. but they'll never have to tell you. You know, the city will tell you. So I mean, you don't hear threatening people, and then you gotta think about it, man. That shit only work in the street, man. It's ain't nobody scared to go to no city unless you in that street culture. I go anywhere. I ain't checking in nowhere. I go everywhere and visit and go on vacation and stay at nice hotels. You'll come to this nice hotel and do something stupid. Go ahead. That's why I stay at nice hotels because usually at nice hotels nothing stupid happens. That's if you in that street gang life, man. I pay taxes, man. So shit. You talk about snitch. People don't even know what snitching mean. But playing that hard, look, man, I pay taxes. I mean, I play for police services. You'd be a damn fool. You think I ain't using them? I ain't got time to play with y'all. I'm trying to make money and make a legacy, and y'all want to play these games and shit. Life too short for that. You got a problem with me? We either go talk it out, or we go leave the shit alone. Leave it alone. If you threaten me, please do it on record. Please do it. Please do it online. I appreciate that. Thank you. I won't even have to try to get it documented. You did it for me, idiot. Pumped up and then, yeah. In real life, you see those same guys meek and quiet in front of strong men. Yeah, that's why. Look, Asky bro. That's why I be like. That's why I ain't about to be yelling and screaming at nobody on here. Because like, if they was standing in front of me in real life, they wouldn't be yelling and screaming. One way or another, either they wouldn't do it, or I get tired of them doing it and shut them up. Yeah. You saying Diddy do something at a nice hotel? Yeah, you gotta have Diddy money to get me there. Yeah, you gotta have Diddy money. Diddy got Diddy money though. But see, that didn't even last though. That eventually came out after the statute of limitations was up. That shit funny how that worked, huh? After the statute of limitations are up, then the video come out. But yeah. But let me get off here. It's about to be 5 o'clock in the morning. It's storming. Yeah, that was a petty service announcement brought to you by the word. We pay taxes. You pay taxes, use all them services. Look, they talking about that snitch and shit. I'm gonna tell you this. Look, the only way you can be a snitch if you commit a crime with somebody and you get caught and you tell, or if you just tell, you don't even have to get caught. If you commit a crime with somebody and you tell, that makes you a snitch, right? But if somebody do a crime and you tell, that ain't no snitch, you just informed. That's what it's called. It's called an informant. I ain't no informant. I mind my own business. But don't think I'm about to take no time for you. Look, I ain't cool with nobody. Nah. You do the crime, you do the time. Because if I do something, I'm gonna do it by myself. I do not bring witnesses. I'm straight. That's why I ain't got no record. And other people do because they brought witnesses to their crime. You go do some dumb illegal shit, do it by yourself. That way can't nobody tell on you but you. Don't say I ain't never gave y'all no advice. But yeah, if you do something illegal, don't tell me about it. I do not need to know. I do not need to know. Keep that to yourself. Then I don't know, then I can't tell. I'm not going to jail for nobody. I'm not even going to talk to the police for nobody. I don't even want to be around them. And if you put me around them, I'm going to take myself from around them as quick, fast as possible. So don't tell me nothing I don't need to know. I don't care what nobody say. Y'all think it's hard spending your life behind bars for some shit. You know, I got family to love me. I got kids to raise. I ain't got time to be doing no crime or no time for nobody. I'm straight. You can call it whatever you want to. If you do the crime, you do the time for something you ain't do, you stupid. Stupid. That's just what it is. It's stupid. Oh, he did. Nah, man. Fuck that. It's stupid. And what type of friends do y'all fucking have? They do something, you get caught, and you go to jail for them. How's you my friend? How's we cool? I didn't even tell on you, and I'm still going to jail. You gonna let me go to jail? Because you did something? I don't need to be around no people like that. How does that even make sense? Y'all got a lot of shit that y'all roll with that sounds stupid. It does not logically make sense. If you're my friend and you did something and it was illegal and I got caught and I didn't do it, how did you, my friend, not coming clean? Well, you ain't do it. If you ain't do it, they gonna find you not guilty. No, they not. Because if that was the case, they wouldn't have picked me up in the first place. And half of the time, people be leading. Man, that shit wow. I done seen so many people get set up because the people knew they wasn't gonna snitch. They knew they wasn't gonna snitch. Not people doing life and shit, and they laughing at them, banging their girl and shit. Like, nah, bro. This game dirty, and I ain't playing it. I'm not play that shit. Fuck that street shit, man. Nothing tough. Nothing to you. Better not have nothing hard spending decades around, man. I'm straight. I'm gonna be at the crib with my wife. That's why I say I told my wife because I got man, I was about to snap at Burger King today too. They stopped and got some my wife got 2 Happy Meals and she got like some chicken wraps. And I got a pop, right? So we pull up and the dude give us the Happy Meals. He was like, y'all have a good day. I'm like, bro, hold on. I said, all the stuff here? He like, yeah. I said, I'm looking at the receipt. Y'all took my money, but I ain't got my pop or my chicken wrap. Look at the receipt again. I said, I just looked at it. Well, I don't show. I said, well, you looking at the wrong thing because you charged me for a pop and 2 chicken wraps and 2 Happy Meals. I only got the Happy Meals. And another lady came to the window like, I am so sorry. I'm like, you don't have to apologize. But that rude motherfucker right there, he need to apologize. And the only reason, and I told her, I was being honest. I said, the only reason I'm cussing them out now is because you handed me my food. I wouldn't have said nothing if I ain't had my food yet. But since I got my food, that motherfucker right there, ignorant. He telling me to check the receipt, and you just seen it was a mistake. He didn't even try to see the query. I'm like, you gave me 2 Happy Meals. It's on the screen. She said, it's right there. He was like, well, I didn't look that far. And I'm like, you see what I mean? You go tell me that I'm wrong and you ain't even look. Fuck wrong with you? That's what I told my wife. I don't need to be around people. I just came to that conclusion. I can just talk to people on the internet. I don't need to talk to people in real life because on the internet it's my chat, and then I can go places, so I can kind of control and contain who I deal with. In real life, it's just stupid people all around me, so I don't like dealing with them. Let me be quiet if I get in trouble. I already OMG. When did my mic? Okay, so y'all heard the food part. Okay, I don't know when my mic went on mute. I just seen mic check. I seen Blue put mic check. He said he need to be quiet before he gets in trouble. He'll be back. Y'all help me get this mosquito. I'm going to bed. I don't even know when the mic went mute. But yeah, we're going to try to hit 100K. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but we going to do it. I got to get back up to 33. So, we're going to do that. I'm going to have some good shows, though. We're going to let the content do it. I'm going to come up with some crazy stuff, and we're going to talk about some crazier stuff. So we're going to have some fun. We're going to learn a lot. I got some more stuff in my memory bank to shovel out. So we're going to do that. But I appreciate y'all. Let me get my butt off here. Y'all know what I always say. Care about how you feel. These are conversations to build nation. And if I say anything to resonate with y'all, do me a favor. Hit that share button. Tell somebody. Help me spread the word. But until next time, we out. I was on here for 2 hours. Damn.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain. Pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane. Pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less, your check is I'm chess, what's happening next, yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson, he got a new engine from pain, that's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I'll leave an impression and take a redemption. Just kill no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression, You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me.